Seán, this is your show. Start the fucking podcast.
Shut up. I'm just embracing a little moment of all of us just looking at each other. It's a bit romantic, don't you think?
It means you have nothing.
You all look very pretty today, I must say. Except you, Curran, stop fucking posing. I feel like absolute fucking trash. Been dragged out of bed for this, and you're going to learn very quickly.
For context, he was the one who decided that this day and this time, he only has himself to blame.
I asked for you to fucking interrupt me here. I would turn to you and say, interrupt me, Kerwin. But on this recording, I'm going to ask you to sit there and look pretty. You can't even do that right. Shut the fuck up. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages and anything in between, any sexuality, ethnicity, or sexual orientation, let's get ready to watch Wrestless! I hope that picked up on the recording, because it never does for whatever reason. Lovely.
Yeah, you got that one.
Welcome to the All-Inclusive Podcast, where we have fun and we encourage you to have fun with us. Introducing myself, your Smacky D General Manager, your one-time host for the Royal Rumble, the one, the only, Seán Maroney, and my colleagues, your best served Raw General Manager, the bastard with bachelors, the Kilkenny cretin, the eccentric emo, the victim of Kick a Ginger Day, the Big Red Machine, Charlie Flair, Jeff, the Chronic, Kenny, your local AEW tribalist, the tribalist chief, the Turbo Tismo, the Kebab Assassin, the godfather of the Wrestless podcast, David, the Cannonball, Kerwin, and lastly, the hottest free agent, your local lightweight, the new age asshole, one half of Degeneration Z, the wicked Mexican, the Bud Cruncher, the Stem Stepper, the Blunt Blazer, Luke, the Nuke, James O'Connor. You happy, Jeff? You happy?
I'm absolutely delighted, mate. That was phenomenal work. Well done.
It's very difficult to not raise my voice in the end, fucking, because I know it'll cut off the fucking audio. Yeah, but it is what it is. So, folks, for those who are not aware or in the know, this is our first podcast in over a week. Is that correct? We haven't recorded since Raw or AEW, yeah. We decided to take a break because we're very tired. And
we're also very busy.
Yeah, indeed. But because it's been a week, we've got a lot to go over. But I'm going to start my show with the return of an old favourite. These lads are going to be like, oh no, fucking. But I'm going to ask it anyways because I don't want to be rude. Guys, what do you want to talk about? I'm going to go to Jeff. You seem eager.
Yeah, I actually have something interesting to talk about. God damn, thank God. So, it was the Rumble. This is what we're here and gathered here today to talk about. But myself and David was also there. We went to the OTT local Rumble, and it was phenomenal work. I got to see the likes of Donovan Dijak. I got to see the likes of Moose. I got to see the likes of
Grado.
I got to see the likes of Grado. And I got to see the likes of the one and only surprise, the GOAT of the Attitude Era, Mr. Scotty Too Hottie. My God, what an event. What a show. Perfectly booked. Phenomenal work. It was incredible. I had a great time.
Yeah.
Brilliant show. Brilliant show.
We got to see an incredible match between Donovan Dijak and a standout of the British indie scene. The guy is currently on the up, Mr. Luke Jacobs.
Luke Jacobs was phenomenal. Oh, he's so good. Such a little bastard. I love him. And he came out to Acting Monkeys.
Yeah.
Brilliant work. Brilliant work.
Love him. We also got a very good opening match that involved a lot of the people who were in the local Rumble, namely Moose, Mr. LJ Cleary, and my bro Keane Noonan. Love that guy.
Respect.
Yeah, a French guy is on the rise as well, the French luchador Aigle Blanc, who got a massive reception.
Great series with Oku as well.
He did. And Mr. Callum Black, who is a local guy who's not been around in a while. It's good to see him get such a good spot. I've trained with him a lot. He's a cool dude. nice to see him get so much into that night and in the Rumble as well.
But yeah, very very good card, like top to bottom. Dijak lit it up. All the boys lit it up. We had Connor Mills and Robbie X have a great match. Unfortunately, the crowd was a bit down, but a phenomenal match nonetheless. And we saw Eric Young and Big Davo mix it up for the world title.
And he imploded.
Yeah, it was great. It was insanity, some might say. Phenomenal work.
Pretty cool.
Happy for you boys. That was Jeff's, turn to talk, but, I'm glad listening to David Kerwin get it out of the way. It wouldn't be this podcast without him interrupting someone. So with that, I'm going to turn to our second guest for the What Do You Want to Talk About segment. And I'm going to make sure it's impossible for Kerwin to interrupt him. Kerwin, what would you like to talk about?
Yeah, I would just like to very briefly just again share the local Rumble, but a lot of the things that we're going to talk about are going to be interspersed with the internet reaction to the events of the Rumble. So all I would like to say is that I had a great weekend. Just remember, you can have fun with wrestling whether you're like really invested in it, which I am in OTT, I am a trainee, or not. Like I'm more of a casual WWE fan than the rest of you are, but I had a lot of fun. Maybe not for the same reasons you three did, but I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're going to learn on this podcast. Whilst a lot of us had a really fun weekend and enjoyed the show, Kerwin likes to shit on anything that makes people happy. So, with that, last but not least, Kerwin, remember this is not your turn, you've had your turn. Luke, how are you? What do you want to talk about?
For reasons obvious that I want to remain in college, I'm just going to say that college is kicking my ass at the moment.
I was going to say, you don't know where your comb has gone, fucking, your setup has just been completely dismantled, you've been pawning it off, I assume, to pay tuition fees.
Selling himself in the alleyways.
My accommodation is like, this morning, you know what, let's have our Wi-Fi not work. So all my notes that were on my phone, they're still there, but I have to use my phone to record. I had to quickly scribble down my notes. I only got as far as halfway through the ladder match. Thankfully, I remember everything else from there, because I get into that more later.
EG Room not working. Somebody tell Dara he'd be shocked. Lovely. Well, I'm glad I've turned to all you boys and found out what you've been up to over this past week. The three of you have had the same answer. Luke's been getting his absolute ass kicked. It's good to know. We're feeling fresh. Fresh as a daisy, and we're ready to discuss the Rumble. But before we discuss the Rumble, I've put together a little game.
Yay!
So, folks, I'll be honest with you. So, for my little what do I want to talk about segment, I was busy during the Rumble. I had a cousin's birthday that I had to attend, and I did watch the Rumble. I really enjoyed the Rumble. However, I was absolutely hammered when I watched the Rumble. Now, it wasn't a case that I drank a lot. It was a case that I did not drink at all the month prior. And it turns out 6 beers can get me fucking to vomit now. Who'd have guessed? Tolerance is a funny thing.
Right, wait.
I was very upset with myself. I watched the entire show at this birthday, which a couple of people thought was rude. But by the end of the night, everyone was watching the show, so look at the tides turn. But Dan was watching it with me. We seem to have the same trajectory of how we thought the show went, which was we both enjoyed the Women's Rumble. Now we thought a few things were strange about it, and we'll get into that. We watched the tag match. We can't remember for the life of us the tag match. We watched the ladder match. The ladder match was a lot of fun, a lot of bollocks, and made us wince more than we'd like to admit. And we watched the Men's Rumble, to which for some reason we both agree we cannot remember the start of the Men's Rumble. the end of the men's rumble, we were kind of like, oh fuck, anyone could win, and then it was, oh, anyone could win. But we enjoyed it all the last week. Came out of the show, and this is something I really emphasize. I think I've noticed a lot with wrestling over this past year, especially with this group, is watching wrestling to be a critic is not fun, and that's kind of our jobs now at this point with this podcast. Watching wrestling with a bunch of friends, it could be an average show, it could be one of those shows where the IWC fucking absolutely trashed pan, but fucking we had a whale of a time. And I genuinely fucking think the Rumble is one of my favorite pay-per-views since fucking maybe, I don't know, Bad Blood last year, but even then that was a one-match show. Fucking, it's been a while since I've enjoyed a pay-per-view this much. I purely put it down to the setting I was doing. But with that, folks, because I was absolutely hammered and watching the Rumble, I don't have much notes. But I'm going to be borrowing this format a little bit from our lovely little host, Luke, from when he did Saturday Night's Main Event. I'm going to try and have it be more of an open form conversation so we can get our opinions in, because there's a lot of opinions from tonight. But before we do that, I do want to do something that lives up to the host abilities, and that is this little game. So, folks, if you're not aware, we're filming this on Tuesday, and you know what that means. It means trivia. So, folks, stop me if you've heard this before. So I wanted to do something to test my friends' knowledge. I'm going to go through a list of questions that are all to do with facts about the Royal Rumble.
Right, so let's talk about the Royal Rumble.
These are so pretty today. Just so you know.
Stop. Stop.
You look good with the hat.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're really putting in our efforts here. So, folks, we're going to talk about the Royal Rumble pay-per-view now, because that's kind of gotten away from me. Oops. I was kind of hoping for a more open discussion with regards to our thoughts on it, but unfortunately it took too long for me to set up this morning, and Kerwin and Jeff managed to just fucking bite each other's heads off when it came to that. So we're going to try and recreate that magic in front of the camera. With that, we're going to go through the event, and then mostly, because the only match I gave a shit about, the Rumble. But with that, we'll start off with the Women's Rumble. So, I am taking from the GOAT's notes, just to give him his credit. The man who came in last place, Luke. Yes, what you want?
I would like to add in that you've already skipped over the most important part, the introduction from Stephanie McMahon with her terrible new instrumental for her theme. It was bad. There we go. You can continue.
Yeah, but like, who's cared about Stephanie McMahon since fucking, John Cena slapped her in the ears? So who cares?
The first of many clips from this, I'm assuming.
Yeah. But we'll go into the Women's Rumble, because I don't care about. Well, no, look, I'm sure she's a lovely lady, but she's not someone who I particularly bought the pay-per-view for. So fuck her. So with that, we're going to go into the Women's Rumble. According to, now, I will say this a lot. According to Luke, because I was drunk and I don't remember. According to Luke, Io and Liv Morgan started the match. According to Luke, it was very athletic. To which, that's great. It's a bit hazy for me, but good on them. Liv Morgan competing in every single Women's Royal Rumble, seems to be getting that over as a gimmick, like Kofi Kingston. If only she could win one. But Liv Morgan did put in a stellar performance. I believe she was the Iron Woman in this match, wasn't she?
Roxanne was, but she's next, so we'll talk about that.
Oh yeah, she was. But Liv Morgan did last a good bout in the match. Roxanne came out. As Luke puts it, she had a good start, falls off quickly. He loved her knee drop.
She's got a good knee. Yeah.
We'll fly through the entrance very quickly, and we'll talk about the match and certain spots and certain surprises. Because this is our first time reviewing Rumble, we don't know how we're doing. Entrant number 4 was Lyra Valkyria, your women's intercontinental champion, the proud Irish woman. And Luke's first note on Lyra Valkyrie is she had a wardrobe malfunction. Luke, you pervert.
I know her boyfriend, he'll batter you.
What do you mean he'll batter us? He'll invite us. Anyways, according to Luke, the malfunction was handled well by the crew. Lyra did a cartwheel into a kick, a fisherman suplex to Io. With entrant number 5, we now have your women's in United States champion, Chelsea Green. Chelsea was slapping everyone, according to Luke. And sorry. I love how Luke's layout of notes is, you can have a look at this afterwards. Fucking everyone's kind of like got their own like start, like this person was this number, this person was this number, and then like 3 things they've done. B-Fab was entrant number 6. Luke's laid it out as one of Chelsea's 3 things, and quickly says, forgot she existed, don't lie. Well, Luke, if you've been watching SmackDown, unfortunately, she's fucking prominent on it now. With that, B-Fab has no notes. Ivy Nile comes out at number 7. Dropped Lyra, gave a German suplex to Liv Morgan, and did a double suplex to Chelsea and Roxanne. Luke cannot spell suplex, as all of them are being spelled D-U-P-L-E-X.
Duplex, which is a different thing. Yeah.
Duplex City, bitch.
But good on them. Zoe Stark enters the Rumble at entrant number 8 and throws Io. I assume out of the ring? I'm not too sure. But fucking, no, not out of the ring. Lash Legend comes out at entrance number 9, to which Luke has wrote, and I agree, who the fuck? And gave a right bullhammer to Io. Good on you, Luke. I'm very happy for you. But she delivered a backbreaker to Lyra, dropping Zoe Stark. B-Fab eliminated by Chelsea Green. Good on you, Luke. You summed this up quite well. Bianca Belair comes into the Rumble at entrant number 10 with an impressive flip by Bianca from the corner. He has then wrote down ×3. Yeah.
She did that thing where she like backflips over and lets him run into the corner, and she did her like little 10 punches. It's pretty good. It's pretty Bianca doing Bianca stuff.
Bianca doing the ESG of WWE stuff. Shayna Baszler comes out at number 11. Ivy Nile eliminates Lyra. What a little whore. And
the fact that she went out second, just
stop. Sorry.
Yeah, but
Ivy Nile, you little whore.
Well, like they're setting up a program. I mean, they're gonna feud for the
I know, but still.
What do you mean? She'd sell less than Lacey Evans on OnlyFans.
I would just like to talk about the first of many things. So what the Rumble is a great thing for is exposing just how bad Def Rebel is.
Oh,
because like the only notable songs that I had in my mind, like the first 10 entrants, were Io, because she's had it for a while, and it's based on her old theme from Stardom. And Ivy Nile's theme, because it's just Kurt Angle's theme, so they can get the "You Suck" chants in. Yeah. But what they did to Shayna's theme made me very sad. It's the same like bass line, but like none of the soul or energy. Made me very sad.
They're little cunts. Oh, I agree. They should get rid of them.
Right, we'll talk
Yeah.
about the worst Def Rebel related incident later when we talk about another homeboy.
You keep cutting in and out.
I was just gonna say, after like the first like couple seconds, while you're sorting that out, I'd like to mention one thing about Chelsea Green that Luke forgot to mention. She had a great little spot that they robbed in the men's rumble, where she threw like 4 people over the top rope and then started celebrating. None of them had been eliminated, and then all of them got in and battered her, and it was brilliant. And it was peak Chelsea Green, and I love her for it.
Or as this will soon be known as the Chad Gable spot with the Luchadors. But according to Luke's notes, Bailey came out number 12. Bailey must have done nothing because Sonya Deville came out at number 13. To which Luke then noted Chelsea's little funny moment of throwing everyone over the top rope, then Mal coming back in and going, hey, I'm going to beat the shit into you now. But, you know,
Sorry, Luke.
Luke does have it in his notes in case Jeff's slander gets any further than this podcast. But with that, Maxine Dupree came out at entrant number 14. Maxine punches Ivy Nile. Good on you, woman. She deserves all the slaps. Beat it into her. Make sure she's injured for Mania. Luke notes a reverse catapult eliminates Ivy Nile. Good fucking whore. And then gets eliminated herself. Naomi comes out at entrant number 15, and all of PFC get eliminated simultaneously. Well, that's what happens, I guess. Those pretty fucking cunts.
Fusion Collective.
Hey, don't be attacking her. They're led by the most diabolical woman in all of WWE, according to Wade Barrett. Sonya Deville.
Wade was actually quite good throughout the entire night.
He was.
Wade is phenomenal all the time.
I
How
know.
dare you slander him in any way, shape, or
Well,
form?
no, it's just more noticeable when he's put next to Pat McAfee.
True.
Jada Parker came out at entrant number 16, and Luke marked that it was a debut for Jada Parker. Good on Jada Parker. She got no pop. But, you know, that's just, I blame Def Rebel. She stomped Chelsea Green, bitch. And Lash,
Lash Legend.
oh yes, Lash Legend.
There you go.
That person. Lash was eliminated by Chelsea. I'm sorry, I keep up with my women's wrestling, I promise. I was just severely drunk. Piper Niven came into the Rumble at entrance number 17. This is where I start remembering the Rumble quite well a little bit. Piper slammed into Naomi, but accidentally eliminates Chelsea Green. I'm sure that will lead to some sort of feud in a bit to come. I hope it's not for the belt. I don't think it would fit on Piper, if I'm honest with you. But, you know, we move. We've got the little tiny straps. Anyways. Natalia enters the Rumble at entrant number 18. I remember being really drunk with this with my friends, and you heard the fucking for you know, the entrance, and all of us popped thinking it was Brett because we were that hammered. And then we saw Natalia and we're like, "Oh, yeah, it's that one."
I'd like to add, me and my mates also popped thinking it was Bret Hart when Natalia's entrance music played.
She's probably breaking some
Natalia
sort of
thing.
Guinness World Record here. Who knows?
That is her gimmick. She is the WWE's most Guinness World Recorder ever. So, you know.
Yeah. Most amount of pops thinking it's someone else.
Oh, poor Natalia.
Nearly the best there is, nearly the best there was, nearly the best there ever will be.
Back to the dungeon with you. But anyways, following Natalia and, you know, stealing a pop from the crowd and that she didn't deserve, we then get one of the greatest pops in this match, for Little Miss Jordan Grace. And Jordan making her WWE debut fucking properly, fucking AJ Styles style. That was a mouthful. But fucking, she had a great little showcase in the Rumble. She looked fucking phenomenal.
I love her hair as well.
Yeah. Now, I will say something. It wasn't me who said this. It was one of my friends when they were drunk. But she came out and she was kind of, doing her poses and all that. And one of my friends uttered, you'd be hard pressed to forget that she's black.
Wait.
So, I figured I'd throw that in.
Did they think that it was Jade Cargill?
I don't know.
I was gonna say, are you talking about Michin because she's next?
I figured I'd throw it in anyways. But yeah, no, Jordan Grace made her debut to the Rumble. Fucking, I'm happy for her. Like Kerwin said, for the longest time, she's been inbound on the main roster, and unfortunately, we have to go to Kerwin and say he was correct. I believe that was his special. No, yours was Joe Hendry, wasn't it?
No, because Jeff said mine. Mine was actually involved in the Women's Royal Rumble. I didn't happen. I was going to say NXT's Kalani Jordan would be up here, but she was not.
Do we think Jordan's sticking main roster? Do we think
I think she is.
In NXT, or
I think they probably put her in
with Roxanne.
Yeah, but Roxanne's being called up.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, because Roxanne was in TNA for a little bit after ROH folded. I think that's why they did it. Yeah, so
according to Courtney, though, according to Luke, Jordan Grace's new nickname is now Mrs. Baywatch. But Jordan Grace eliminates Jada Parker. Yeah. She eliminates Jada Parker and lifts, and Luke put this in all capitals, so don't call me the cunt. Lifts Piper.
It's her with the Death Valley driver.
It's a big spot. No, it is a big spot. It's a lot of weight to be thrown over your shoulders.
Especially because she's very muscular, but she's not very tall. She's taller than her husband, but her husband's very, very short. Her husband is TNA, formerly Ring of Honor's wrestler, Jonathan Gresham. The Octopus.
I'm always giggling, Jonathan Gresham.
We'll move on to entrant number 20, which was Michin. I'm sick of seeing this woman on my screen. I really am. I really am.
He's going to find you.
I do not give a shit. Look,
we don't have to focus on her. We do have to focus on the woman who's up next. She got the biggest pop of the night. Yeah.
Oh no, 100%. And following that was Alexa Bliss, and she had a fucking rumble of a pop. It was one of those. It lasted fucking a solid minute. Fuck, I wasn't expecting her to get as big as a pop as she did, but fucking good on her. She deserves it. We've missed her. We loved the Fiend fucking tribute that she had all over her gear. Fucking, she was soaking it into that little bitch. I hated commentary on her return.
Yes,
Maroney.
Yes, I have to
the internet said she wasn't coming back, lad.
Jeff, I am going to say this. They're claiming this from a single comment from, I don't even think it was Melzer, I think it was Sean Rossap, but literally everyone else said, yeah, she'll be back at the Rumble.
I'm getting none of that from David.
No, I didn't get any of it as well.
Yeah, I got
you seem pretty passionate, so I'm good to move on.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, so that was from a single comment from one person. Everyone else said she would return. It's fine on my end, so I'm going to stick with it.
Okay, that's good. I don't need to hear you anyway.
My internet's not the one fucking up. Yeah.
Well, both of ours is working fine. I can hear Jeff quite well. Can you hear me quite well?
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate. So, it is what it is. What can we do? It's a good thing we're not the ones recording, isn't it? But Alexa Bliss, popping the night, fucking, she was feeling herself. Fuck, commentary. They can do whatever they want. The new fucking what kind of fucking heat they'd be getting. But Bliss did a Hurricanrana to Bayley, and did a knee drop to Bayley. Alexa Bliss just fucking all out attacking Bayley, because why the fuck not? I don't, you know, particularly I don't have anything against it. Fucking get Bayley out of the Rumble. She does not need to be in the main event of Mania again. Zelina Vega, the one to watch for 2025, as said by yours truly 2 months ago.
Right. Gimmick infringement, mate. What's that? I'll get my lawyers after.
Fuck off. She came out in number 22 and did a code red to Miss Grace. And with that, I've got something in my eye.
Yeah, I will just say she obviously dressed up as anime characters for the Rumble, because the other person who did that's not with the company anymore. She was dressed up as a character that's actually behind me here.
Oh, he's getting the ladder. He's about to climb.
This
to
guy,
get his way to WrestleMania. Oh,
I'll just
oh, she's done that before, right?
Todoroki,
Yeah.
Her thing.
Yeah, she also had my favorite tweet, which I'm not going to spoil. So if you use, I'm going to put up on screen when this is being edited. And yeah, the reason that I'm not saying it is because I could also get this with a content warning. So
Fair.
yeah, her and Jordan Grace. That's all I'm going to say.
Why are you doing that? Like,
because that's why the content would get banned.
Okay. But anyways, Candice LeRae enters the Rumble at entrant number 23. Candice LeRae did nothing apparently. So Stephanie Fakir entered the Rumble at entrant number 24. A call-up from NXT. Jumps from top rope to Bayley. I don't know, did she just like land in front of her? Fucking, did she say hello? Did she attack? Luke, your notes are very, you know, I won't get into it. But following that, we have one of the surprises of the night, and boy, was it a shit one. Miss Trish Stratus.
You weren't stratisfied by that, Maroney? No?
All I just gotta say is that in terms of her abilities and her appearances, she ages like a fine wine. She only gets better.
She does, but like, look, here's my thing. Trish Stratus, since they've brought back the Women's Rumble, she kind of has the same effect as Michelle McCool. You kind of expect her there nearly every fucking year, you know? Fucking, I'm kind of delighted there was no Michelle McCool this year. Fucking,
I was fully expecting her to be number 30.
She threatened it with tweets, but we got a better number 30.
Marginally, we'll get to that. Yeah.
But fucking, you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, she came up and I was like, oh, she's back, yay. Fucking, my mates were like, are you not happy to see fucking Trish Stratus? And I was like, well, she said she was coming back at some point. Fucking, I assume now that fucking she's just inserting herself into some story, you know, women passing on the torch. They seem to be very good at that. But with that, Jordan Grace sends Trish to the corner, and that's all that's noteworthy of this return, according to Luke.
She did not do a whole lot.
No, she doesn't do much.
No, she doesn't. But Raquel Rodriguez enters the Rumble at number 26, to which she assists with Liv eliminating Natalya, as well as eliminating Alexa Bliss. Boo this woman, boo.
Yeah, that was the biggest boo of the night was from that.
Because Alexa Bliss is a better version of Liv Morgan.
Yeah. So as we discussed in what we were going to talk about, me and Jeff were at a different show, and I had to travel quite a ways away to get home. It was only at this point that I started watching it live.
Lovely. I agree with Jeff with his statement that, you know, Alexa Bliss is a better version of Liv Morgan. I feel like there's a sort of weird, I don't know how to call it, like a reverse bell curve in terms of blonde women's wrestlers. You know, we peaked at Kelly, then we had, you know, something like Natalya, fucking Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, and now we're back up again with fucking, you know, Tiffany.
To be fair, like I like Liv, don't get it twisted, but Alexa Bliss is just like a way more full package of a professional wrestler. I'm happy she's back. I'm excited to see what she does from any.
Yeah, bring back Kelly too.
Yeah.
Hello. I hate that song so much. So nice they named her twice.
Yeah. Bring her back with her ECW gimmick, though.
What, being 19?
I was going to say stripping.
That was a gimmick, to be fair. She did it like week on week.
She did.
Right.
Paul Heyman knew what he was doing.
Dirty old bastard.
Anyways, with that, we now come to one of our pre-announced returns of the night. Jeff Cooney enters the Rumble at number 27 and delivers chops to Roxanne and Bianca, as well as Jordan Grace, and eliminated Meechin. Good on you, Jeff. Proud of you for that one. As well as eliminating Piper Niven. I don't know how the fuck you did that one. Fucking your back must be thrown out, boy. Fucking tell us about your return. Fucking give us your scoop from the side of the story.
Well, I was obviously announced because I'm the greatest gift to women's wrestling there's ever been, bar Stephanie McMahon. That's a clear fact. I was coming back to save the women's division from the dreary lows that is Tiffany Stratton and Rhea Ripley. What the fuck are they anyways? Have they got a famous relative that was one of the goats? I don't think so, baby. The Flares are back, and we're about to take the WrestleMania main events and the belts from anyone who's got them. So
And
get the fuck a lot of
congratulations on your divorce, by the way.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Does that mean you're
Never
available?
drew a goddamn dime.
Does that mean you're available, Jeff?
Oh,
Come on.
yeah. And
I'll invite you to dinner after this.
lovely.
But moving back with the Rumble, we have Julia
NXT. Yeah.
enter the Rumble at number 28. She's currently our NXT Women's Champion. Who'd have guessed? I wouldn't have, but she is.
Nor would I.
She's the only person in NXT that I have like a strong attachment to because I followed her rise in real time. Like she has not gotten a whole lot of time to shine. Obviously, because she hasn't been around that long, but also because of the way WWE style is, they don't let her do some of the more extreme things that she's capable of.
One thing I do appreciate of her appearance, and it's from a tweet I saw after the Rumble.
That's always a good way to start a fucking compliment. It's from a tweet after.
Julia spells her name Giulia, like those people called Jeff who insist on calling it Geoff. It's just wrong.
Yeah, well, she is a
Brits, mate.
as is apparent, she is part Italian, so that's why she spelled it the Italian spelling. Yeah.
Bucking, if you're going to move to an English-speaking country,
She does speak English. She grew up in London.
But she has no excuse. Fucking. Anyways, this woman eliminates Jordan Grace. Good on her. I guess this is a sign of things to come in terms of feuds and all that shit. I'm not looking forward if that's the case, because we've had enough of Jordan Grace in NXT. I think she would be so refreshing on the main roster. But, Papa H doesn't work like that. Papa H rinses and fucking repeats. He wastes people's years in that fucking developmental center in fucking Florida.
To be fair,
the main roster, they don't do anything anyway.
No, he needs solid stories from NXT they can rehash. That's all he needs, I respect it. I respect it.
The only thing the only good thing to happen from fucking that little stupid Florida center is the fact that Shinsuke Nakamura took up surfing. That's it. Okay?
Yeah.
Big fan of that. He can go do that again now.
I have a book here and it won't destroy anything.
Oh god. That was back when he was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, this was right before he went to WWE.
Back when he was at his peak.
I mean, it is true. It is true.
It was before he could only beat AJ Styles. Actually, apologies, not even beat AJ Styles, but he didn't need to hit him in the bollocks to do it.
What is this trend in pro wrestling nowadays to which you've got like these phenomenal fucking New Japan stars and then they move over to the West and start producing shit like Nakamura, Omega, fucking Okada, fucking
it's because it's a less intense style in the body, and that's why the grizzled veterans are like
it was rhetorical before you start.
just saying, it's tough on a lot of people. A lot of the veterans, you see them, they can't fucking move. Yeah. They're just fucked. Yeah.
Thank you, Kerwin's Mike, for cutting them off there. It's really appreciated. I love you, really, promise. But moving on with the Rumble, we're now at entrant number 29, Miss Nia Jax, according to the way that Luke spells this. He has it with an E. But, you know, she's in the match. Our big show of the night, our Mark Henry. If Piper Niven is Paul, you know Nia Jax is Rikishi.
I just want to point out, and I'm sure Luke wrote this down because of the amount of names involved, but she has my favorite elimination of all time. We'll get to it very shortly. Let's go.
Love it. But yeah, according to Luke, Nia Jax eliminates Selena Vega because she's a bitch. Trish Stratus eliminates Candice LeRae. Good on Trish. It took her 4 spots before she decided, hey, I'm going to do something. But as Trish eliminates Candice LeRae, Nia Jax eliminates Trish Stratus. And then entrant number 30, the one, the only, die so lonely, please, Nikki Bella returns to the Rumble. You can look, but you can't touch. No one would want you because you're fucking diseased with stuff. No,
I won't go into her personal life because there is some really dark shit there that I don't want to talk about. But we'll point out that she got eliminated from a reality show recently because she had so little personality, no one trusted her.
I got none of that.
Same.
Again, my mic is picking up everything, so...
Do you want to leave the Discord and fucking come back to it and see if it does anything?
Alright, I'm back.
So, enough about Nikki Bella's sexcapades. That filthy, diseased woman. Wait, is Nikki the one that's married to Brian?
No, it's Brie.
No, that's Brie.
Okay.
Brie's... Which one is the one that should have died in the womb again?
So, I think that was Nikki who said that to Brie.
Ah, okay. So she's the survivor.
John Cena's ex-wife or fiance, whatever the fuck they got to, you know, that proposal at 33 was definitely not staged. But
that was a shoot, brother.
That was a shoot, bro.
The longest reigning Divas champion of all time, which they only did to fuck over AJ Lee, who's not in this match.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing that statistic is well remembered. Ooh. Nikki Bella, after scrapping with her husband, decides she's gonna return to the Rumble because she's fit and in the fucking mood. Nia eliminates 6 people since Nikki Bella returns. Eliminates Liv Morgan and Julia. Julia was eliminated by Roxanne. Nikki Bella was then eliminated by Bayley. Thank fuck, we got over that quickly. And Nikki eliminates Bayley, Nia eliminates Nikki. Lovely. Right. And then, once we're done with that, we have little Miss Jeff Cooney deciding that he's going to return to the match by eliminating Nia Jax. Now, Jeff, I gave you your props for getting rid of Piper Niven. Nia Jax, how are you not in the ICE at the moment?
Well, it's just hereditary brilliance. Obviously, my father, a brilliant man, a brilliant individual, the greatest of all time. No bad things on his name. And similarly, I am also the greatest of all time, which I will reiterate on Raw.
I will say I would love to see Paul and fucking Ric Flair together trying to lift Nia Jax. I think that would be fucking hilarious.
very good. It was very good.
I mean, he has lifted Big Show before, so.
Well, Charles then decides to eliminate Roxanne, our Iron Woman of the match, and unfortunately, according to Luke, wins. Jeff's had a lot of victories lately, from Trivia Tuesday to the Royal Rumble. But yeah, that was the Women's Royal Rumble match. After the match, they did quick appearances from Mickie James, who decided she was not competing tonight, as well as Kurt Angle, who was probably best not competing tonight.
Yeah.
But honestly, Mickie James would have been a much more welcome number 30th than Nikki Bella.
Yeah, swap Mickie for Nikki.
Do we want to give our brief thoughts on this Rumble?
Oh yeah, so my brief thoughts on this are Mickie James, my favourite porn star. I hope I see her back in the Fed at some point soon. Fucking, she's great, always talented, fucking was brilliant in her last run. I don't know why she never got the push under Vince. He's a silly man, but fucking, I love Mickie James. Fucking
remember when she tried to say that she was fat and she looked like that?
Yeah.
Fucking
yeah, and then they put all her stuff in a trash bag and threw it at her. Yeah, that was nice.
I'd hate to be as insecure as Linda McMahon probably is.
Gosh, that woman hasn't cared for 20 fucking years.
Last time she cared is when she got up out of the wheelchair.
I'll get to kick you in the balls. Fuck yeah.
On national recording, yes.
She's going to that.
Yeah, I'll go last, Jeff. Maybe thoughts?
Oh, all right. Yeah, well, I won, so I'm happy. I'm going to WrestleMania. I'm going to beat Rhea Ripley. I'm going to beat Tiffany Stratton. And I'm going to beat, I assume, Julia, who's the NXT Women's Champion. I'm going to beat them all in one match. I'm going to do something that's never been done before. I'm going to be the Triple Crown Women's Champion and then retire all 3 belts because no one's going to beat me anyway. No, but for real, we all knew Charlotte was winning.
Yep.
Like, everyone knew Charlotte was winning, you know.
She got pyro in her entrance.
She got pyro. I hope she picks Tiffany and puts Tiffany over. I think that is needed for Stratton. Stratton's phenomenal, but a win over someone like Charlotte Flair at Mania would be brilliant for her. But realistically, she's probably going to pick Rhea, and she's probably going to beat Rhea, and she's probably going to be women's champion again. So, fuck it all anyway. Who cares? David?
Yeah, so I will just say on the actual match itself, it was, pretty decent Rumble. We got a lot of NXT call-ups, which spoilers for the men's Rumble. Not getting any of those. No Alba Femi, no Ethan Page, no Trick Williams. None of them.
Ethan Page.
Yeah, it was a good match. I liked the people highlighted, especially gave a big highlight to Jordan Grace, who seems to be getting over very quickly with the crowd, which is always a good thing.
Yeah, like, look at her.
Obviously, I would like to piggyback on what something that we had a brief little meme about earlier. Just like the commentary about Alexa Bliss, obviously there was conflicting stories out to try and swerve the marks, which just enables the stupidest fucking people in the world. It's a stupid thing.
Funny.
Yeah, it was, but the people who take this shit seriously are the dumbest cunts in the world, and I hate them. So
no, but I just love
say,
when Michael Cole references Twitter. It's great. It's
like
when he did that thing with Punk.
I would just like to point out that just for that one thing, that didn't end up mattering that much. Yeah, but in terms of Charlotte winning the Rumble and her new presentation, got it spot fucking on. So just to say, no, you have not been swerved. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah. Rumors are she is going to pick Tiffany. She's being billed as the top girl. Essentially, she's going to be put into the female version of the Roman spot. So I think she's winning. And going to hold the belt for like a year. So,
no.
So get ready for that.
I was chosen here. Yeah. Just to go over my brief thoughts over this Rumble, I was very upset with it. I didn't mind like the match in itself, but like fucking, I'm not gonna like whinge like the IWC fucking. I didn't care too much about it. how do I say this? Fucking, you know, like Nikki Bella being the fucking number 38 spot. At some point, fucking, you rinse and repeat to fucking women's surprise returns so much that fucking, because they only have such a high caliber roster fucking of recent. If they're going back to yesterdecade's fucking, it's not a good fucking look, to say the least. But I didn't care too much about that. My thing about it was, going into the match, I thought Becky Lynch was going to return. I thought Becky Lynch would be the only person in contention who could have possibly won the match instead of Charlotte Flair. My logic was because they announced Charlotte Flair fucking prematurely for the Rumble, that meant they had something bigger coming in the fucking Rumble. But no, they decided to just spoil it and have her win. For whatever reason, I don't know, fucking, she probably would have gotten a bigger pop if she fucking just, you know, returned, but now she's got that heel heat. I guess that's what you wanted. I'm not sure. She could have done it easily fucking anyways. But because of this match, I lost a bet. Never mind the ones that, like, you know, we do predictions fucking before every pay-per-view. But on the night out, me and the 5 people who were watching the Rumble by the end did our predictions. I stuck with Becky Lynch because I firmly believed she was going to come out. And now I owe 4 people points because of it.
Good. Deserved.
Fuck.
Always go with the safe option.
Never go with the safe option.
It's Triple H. Always go with the safe option.
Yeah. Speaking of, let's get on to the next match.
Oh,
so we're going on to.
Can we just make this like? Can we just make this 2 minutes, please?
Yeah.
We don't need to spend time on this.
The fans didn't care.
Okay,
I don't think either of the 3 of us cared.
I will read Luke's notes on this match word for word. Tag match. DIY fake tag. Get first pin from running knee. DIY retains. Street Profits return. That is it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to fill in a bit more. So it was like the fake tag. It's good. Like, I enjoyed a good heel work. Ciampa was doing some good heel work throughout the match. Like, not that anyone cared, but he was. They did then for the second fall. There were Skull and Bones from MCMG. They got their little fall. And yeah, Street Profits cost the Guns then.
Which made me think that first Dawkins was like becoming a solo heel, and then no.
It really does go to show though that Luke doesn't watch SmackDown, as he puts Street Profits return as if they haven't been like a prominent thing backstage in terms of the whole storyline fucking going on between like who attacked who, fucking etc.
Yeah.
Well, it got laid out by DIY.
I would just like to briefly say just how sad it is that especially these 2 teams in particular, who are like, all of these teams have some of my favorite tag matches of all time, but like in the current day and age, in front of the crowd, even the diehard fans don't give a fuck.
They're not given any character. That's why. Like the heel turn for DIY has been the best thing they've had going. Because at least they have a bit of charisma and do something. Like Machine Guns, great in ring, have no charisma. And I don't know if it's their fault, but they have no bloody charisma at all. Like, they're not captivating. They can't cut a promo from what I've seen on the main roster, and it's a real shame because I know they're good.
I think Sabin can cut promos, is just because the way that you're made cut promos, if they don't have faith in you, just does not work for them. Yeah.
My thing is, I'm gonna go with what Jeff said, right? If you kind of like take a look at the tag team title scene fucking picture from now and compared to last year, fucking, it's not a case that the crowd doesn't give a shit about tag teams. Fucking, it's very much a case of they have to either be invested in someone or they have to be invested in a storyline. Fucking R-Truth last year put fucking tons of character work into his fucking road to WrestleMania story. And fucking everyone was fucking behind him. Fucking, he got one of the pops of the fucking night when he fucking got the tag belts. Fucking, it's not a case of, you know, oh, the diehard crowd or fans of fucking tag team wrestling just don't give a shit when it gets to this bigger stage. It's not. It's just a case of, at the moment, fucking these 3 admittedly great once tag teams fucking have not been given anything really to work with. Fucking, I make the argument that Triple H is very good, or bond, I'll say more accurately, of a slow but long-term story, right? Where fucking you've got essentially the same episode of fucking weekly television of, hey, we're going to progress the story by an inch and have 20 skinny men fucking ruin it. But tag team wrestling is a very fast-paced thing. Fucking, it needs to be something fresh and quick week by week. And he doesn't do that quite well. He's very much the lingerer on okay, we're keeping our finger on the pulse, and he doesn't see that as flatlining. Fucking
no, sorry. Go ahead.
Like Montez and fucking Dawkins, they have brilliant talent. They do brilliant character work when you let them. Fucking DIY, we've seen them pull on fucking phenomenal stories. Fucking, if you let them. Fucking Motor City Machine Guns, we haven't seen it in the Fed, but everyone knows of their talent fucking literally elsewhere across the world. Fucking let them. But instead it's, okay, we're gonna make a tag team tournament, fucking someone attacked someone backstage that we didn't even see on camera. Fucking probably would have been more interesting if it was on camera. Fucking and in the meantime, we're gonna do four tag team matches a night on fucking SmackDown. Fucking, they're all gonna result in nothing, or they're all gonna be broken up by the bloodline, or they're all gonna be it's just it's either too messy or it's not fucking leading anywhere.
It's unfortunate because the stories he would like to tell, they don't really suit the styles of the teams that he has. Like, there are slow-paced teams that are still get very over. Like, the obvious one is obviously FTR, but they're not there anymore. You know, just like they had teams that could do it. Like, I think DIY is capable of that, or at least Ciampa is. But just because of the way tag team wrestling is presented in ring-wise on the main roster and the type of stories Triple H likes telling, it doesn't really link up as well as it can. Yeah.
But even then, like with character work, fucking, I would make the argument, fucking, that Triple H had two fucking strike iron while the top opportunities over the past couple months between fucking DIY's heel turn and fucking the New Day's heel turn, and he's fumbled fucking both of them.
Don't get me started on New Day. We'll be here for like a week.
Yeah,
I'll save that for Raw.
I'll just say it's really sad that like they have like little to no presence. Like, I think New Day had a backstage segment with Speed that wasn't even on anything except Speed's stream. But especially because one of the most exciting things for the last decade has been Kofi Kingston's escape spot, and you didn't even have that. It was taken by Logan fucking Paul.
I mean, Kofi can't do it anymore. To be fair,
don't think
the last
so. Yeah.
like 2 or 3 times he tried, he couldn't.
Yeah,
so I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I think our favorite kind of spot like that wasn't even in the Royal Rumble; it was in the Local Rumble. We'll say it when we get there. But man like Darius, we love you.
Yeah, that's true.
It is frustrating. Look, I find that Triple H, once he kind of decides what he knows what he's doing, he'll take a couple of weeks to just, reassure himself, like, this is what we want to do. By then the momentum's gone. Vince may have ripped up the script fucking 20 times in the one fucking night. But by the time fucking the show came, he was like, fuck it, we've got to do something,
Yeah. I don't like feel great about this choice, but if you want a team that's over and will get heat from the crowd to hold the belts, just give them to fucking GOD again. Which is Tama and Tonga. Yeah.
No. That's okay. We don't need that.
You know what?
No. I
know,
like them the way they
it's
are.
time. Might as well just give them L fucking P. They're as over as everyone else at the moment.
And with that bombshell, let's move on to something we enjoyed. I'm assuming.
We have the WWE Championship match between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes.
Adrenaline in his hole. Yeah.
Jesus. Oh.
Something.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
This match was fucking brutal. Like, I am surprised they put on a match like this close to fucking Mania. If I'm quite honest with you. This is one of those matches you have and you kind of think, well, no matter who would have won, they're probably vacating the belt the next night. Fucking that was one of the. This was a car wreck fucking of a match in the best way possible. As in, these boys went to the hospital, and that's what the doctors asked them. Car wreck, wrestling match. Fucking. But it was a great match. Some of the spots made me fucking wince.
Yeah.
As someone who fucking felt my spine roll across the ring, and you realize how hard that fucker is, I could not imagine the fucking pain that those bastards must be in the following morning.
So, like, anyone who's like followed KO's career like before he was in WWE knows that putting him in a ladder match is a recipe for spots that make you go, he's fucking dead. He's dead.
Beautiful violence. Yeah. And one of them, he might have been.
Yeah, he has one particular spot, we'll get into it, that I think he's done in every single ladder match he's ever been in, and it's one of the most painful looking ones as well. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll start. I want this to be more of an open discussion type of match as opposed to play by play. I want to get these boys' opinions. What did you make of this match? I'm going to go with Jeff, and when I say Jeff, I mean Jeff.
Hello, I'm Jeff. This match was. I don't even know where to start. Like, because even at this, they started at 100. Like, the brutal spots, like specifically Kevin for the most part, until the end, where Cody murdered a man. Like, it was beautiful. Like, it was a really fun, like, ladder match. One of the most fun ladder matches I've seen in a good long time. Like, really, really good stuff. I like Maroney. I'm very surprised they put on something so physical, so close to Mania, especially with two boys that are going to be in quite premium spots, I would assume, when it comes to the Mania card. Like, Cody, rumors are Cena, possibly. Kevin, it's going to be Zayn. So, like, they're both going to be pretty high up. My big pop of the night, the Swoggle ladder returned, and Kevin climbed it and went to jump, and then jumped down and started stomping Cody, and it was brilliant. But it did get used brutally later with, like, body slams and stuff like that. The use of the restraints and the ladder steps, like, it was all beautiful. But I don't want to take it all up. I'll pass over back to you, Maroney, and you can either give your thoughts or, I assume, flow over to Carol.
I will say I was a big fan of the Swoggle ladder. I did enjoy it. It was an eventful match. There's like multiple sort of, like, look, I find the match is a balance, kind of like, I think about it in the sense of KO versus Steve Austin at Mania, right? There's enough spots in the match to which you're kind of going, okay, right, this is their breather segment, you know, like when they're fucking brawling through the crowd, fucking, like, that was very much like, okay, we're getting away from the mayhem because we know fucking we're throwing ourselves through fucking jack shit and hammers, fucking by the time we're getting back to the ring. Fucking, it had like elements of that. I think KO is very good at that. He's very good at, like, disguising bits of his matches as, ooh, this looks brutal, but this is very much something that he's okay and tolerable with until fucking we up the ante throughout the match. The match had fun spots. The match had brutal spots. One thing I really winced at, and this is probably the clip that you've seen multiple times over and over, is the pile driver attempt, to which Cody fucking stands up and Kevin fucking lands on his back. Fucking, as an old man who can feel my back in nearly every day now, fucking, like, part of me thinks of it in one of two ways. Either it would fix all my back problems, or I'll never be able to walk again. But without getting too much into the latter half, Kerwin, can I get your thoughts?
Yeah, so both of these guys love getting absolutely annihilated, and just, you got plenty of that, especially on KO's end, because that's something he's become very well known for. And he hit the classics. Specifically, he really, really loves just getting, like, fucking thrown back first onto a ladder propped up, like, on its side. He's done that in every single ladder match I've ever seen him in. And I think the reason is because apparently the ladders are gimmick, they're just wood painted to look metal, but still taking that on wood.
I'm taking that anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, just like, and I have a meme thought, which is like, he gets busted open by the end of this match, and you can just tell, and you probably think, oh, Cody's probably fuming it wasn't him. Yeah. And just as soon as my heart started dropping, as soon as I saw like ladder contraptions being built, because I know what he can do with them. It's not good. Very famously, like he tries to replicate his most famous one, which is the package pile driver on the ladder that he gave to a certain generic luchador. And I'm glad he didn't do that because I think the crowd are not yet used to that kind of violence yet. And just like, I just want to point out the end of the match. Like, I imagine it's what it is Cody checking in on him to make sure he's alive. But like the way it's framed and the way his character acts, it just seems like he's just like dancing on his grave for the last 5 minutes of this match.
It's kind of funny.
He's just posing over him like, yeah, I did this to him, man. Go fuck yourselves. It's the most heelish thing he's done since he came back to WWE. He's just like pose over a corpse.
But at the same time, like genuinely fucking, since he's become champion, fucking, this is one of the fucking best matches he's had since fucking.
It's best feud.
Like fucking 100% best feud. Like after like what's his match with Styles, fucking to those fucking, you know, you very quickly got used to Cody fucking copy paste fucking gimmick now. Like that's because you had the dry months of, hey, we're competing against Gunther, it's not for a title. Fucking you lost interest very quickly. Now it's right, we're seeing this bastard fight for the fucking title. And look, whilst I don't encourage having Cody do something like a match like this again until Mania, I want to see him fucking fight like this more.
Oh yeah.
This is like, this is what you need to see. But
that fucking fisherman buster off breaststroke.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, like
I thought for a second he was gonna do a reverse Steamalizer. I was like, that would fucking kill him.
No, I never thought he was doing a Steamalizer. Not on code.
Yeah. If you don't know what a Steamalizer is, basically imagine the set for a package pile driver, but you get fucked into the buckles.
Yeah. No, fucking. I've seen KO do that in the fucking indies. I would have loved to see that in this match, but it wasn't going to happen. We knew it was going to happen. I loved the amount of fucking clips I've seen from this match, and from like mates of mine who don't even watch wrestling that have watched this match and go, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Will we mention the actual finish then now, since we've all danced around it a bit?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So Cody murders him. He kills this man. He picks Owens up and he hits an Alabama slammer through a ladder bridge. Owens like wallops the back of his head. Like the back of his head drops. Like
he looks like
scary.
You know the default death pose in Family Guy? That's what it looks like, but he's trapped in the ladder while he's doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was terrifying. Like, and fuck you, Michael Cole. After Cody went up, he grabbed the belt. Michael Cole's like, I don't mean to say this sort of thing while there's a man lying down and we're not really sure of his condition, but Kevin Owens brought this on himself. Did he bollocks? Michael Cole, you bloody hater, mate. Get him out of here.
Fucking Cody cheated.
Cody cheated.
Yeah.
Listen to Jesse Ventura, the only sane man in WWE, apparently.
Yeah.
What I will say about this match is, not since fucking Orton versus Lesnar at SummerSlam have I left the match thinking more so, oh, I'm fucking worried, than that was a fucking great bout. Like, it was a great bout, don't get me wrong. But, like, you have that uneasy feeling of, oh fuck, like, what did I just watch?
Yeah, in terms of WWE, definitely. Like it's one of those Lesnar.
It's one of the most extreme matches they've had in like since Blood was banned 20 years ago.
Yeah, like it's there with like Drew Punk last year.
Yeah,
like,
I think this was more violent, or at least the last spot was.
Yeah, it was. I don't think it was a better match, but I think it was definitely more brutal to an extent.
Which is
but yeah,
not to say it was a bad match. I actually quite enjoyed it. It was definitely the best match on this card.
Brilliant match, best match Cody's had, best feud he's had since he won the belt. Like it, shock horror. Kevin Owens is great. Like shock horror. You know,
obviously the direction seems to be we're finally going to get the KO Sammy match at Mania, but given the way Sammy was looking at Cody while he was doing his dickhead posing, I assume that's going to be the match for Elimination Chamber in Toronto.
That'd be nice. Yeah, it is Toronto.
2 years after Sammy did not get it done.
Against Roman, yeah. Didn't he have one in Toronto
Don't bring
against
your
Gunther
wife.
as well?
He had it on
Did he not
Raw
have
the
one?
next night. On
Yeah.
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 Don't bring your wife.
Yeah, leave her at home. Leave her at home, mate. Come
Learn from your mistakes, man.
on.
Unless you know you're winning the fucking... Don't bother. But with that, do we have any closing thoughts on this match? Bar that, oh, fucking, that was brutal, that was fucking great, that was brutal, that was great, that made me uncomfortable. And
No, I
slightly
think
horny.
I think you've hit them all, yeah.
It's a legacy match for Cody Rhodes right here as champion.
Big time. It's his big match of his run, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think fucking, like, if you look at, like, Cody's run fucking since, like, he's returned at Mania 38, fucking, like, between the Hell in a Cell with Seth, fucking the 2 matches with Roman, and this, that's the conversation you're having between this run.
Yeah.
So you're big hitters for Cody, yeah.
Yeah. No, he's had great matches otherwise, but fucking, like...
Oh, yeah.
These are the matches that you're going to be talking about in fucking years to come.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly, yeah, precisely, yeah.
It's
but
definitely...
with that...
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I was
Sorry.
going to say, it's definitely... It's definitely going to be hard for this for, like, WWE's, like, best match of the year.
Unless they do something fucking absolutely batshit mental at Mania.
Yeah, I'm just going to say it's set a high standard.
Zayn and Owens are going to try.
Oh, yeah,
know,
they
they-
absolutely murder each other.
But now we're going to talk about the Rumble, but before we do, I need to shit. So give me a quick moment.
Go.
So, folks, now we go on to the main event tonight, rightfully as it should be, the best match that happened on this card by a country mile, the men's Royal Rumble match, the spectacle of showcases, the one match that every year brings in the lapsed fans because it's just that fucking good. We begin with entrant number 1, Mr. Mysterio, fucking, trying to recapture, his former glory from years ago, still riding the high of Eddie Guerrero dying nearly 20 plus years later.
I would just like to point out probably the best line on commentary all night, and it came from Wade Barrett, who says, "The odds of Rey Mysterio winning from number 1 is improbable, but as he has constantly proven throughout his career, improbable does not mean impossible."
Exactly. Fucking, now, granted, Rey Mysterio did win from the number 2 spot, which is not the number 1 spot. So
completely different spots, to be fair.
Yeah, it fucking is.
Very far away from each other.
It is. Like, the difference between it is if you come in at number 2, you've just walked down the ramp, you're a little gassed after running down the ramp. Number 1 at least has that time to sit there in the ring and fucking, recover, fucking get their breath back. Fucking, he should have technically done better, but, it's not the same result. But hey, at least he didn't get booed out of the building.
That's new for him.
Yeah. But coming in at number 2, as Kerwin indicated with his gay little hand motion, I swear gay men do this. Like, look at my rings, look at my bling, look at my nails. Like, I'm done recently.
Penta does this.
No, I'm familiar, but like, look at my nails. Like, I'm done recently. Fucking, they look so pretty. Anyways, Penta comes in at number 2. Of course, you're going to have the 2 luchadors face each other because Triple H has a problem when it comes to this type of booking, almost admittedly. As Luke points out in his notes, both of them are high flyers. Both are amazing athletes, and according to Luke, they're both at risk of COVID-19 apparently. But anyways,
Is that a joke? Because they wear masks.
It literally just says both high flyers, amazing athletes, both at risk.
Well, Penta was at risk of screwing up the whole Rumble because he nearly went out. very, very quickly.
Yeah, but hey, look, it is what it is. We'll forgive him, man. Fucking
Um,
look, we know the Fed. It doesn't matter if both feet touch the floor for a quick second. Fucking otherwise, Bret Hart would have won the Rumble fucking
or
years back as opposed to
The
Steve
Rock
Austin.
would have lost that Rumble. He should have won.
You mean Big Show would have gotten his rightful place, which he did get against Drew McIntyre, not about 10 years later, maybe
Fucking
15.
The Big Show's been screwed out of winning the Royal Rumble twice. He has. That was going to be one of my fun facts for Trivia Tuesday. But it is what it
where's
is.
all Paul? Like?
This guy doesn't need it, anyways. Fucking people remember him. But anyways, entrant number 3 is the one, the only, the racist, Chad Gable.
Thank you.
And whilst he, got into the ring, he realised how immediately uncomfortable he was being in the ring with 2 Mexicans. But that's just his gimmick now.
No, that's his weakness. He can't beat them. He can't beat them.
He needs fucking what's his name? Jack Swagger's.
JBL.
No, Jack Swagger's fucking
Zeb
old.
Coulter.
Zeb,
Dirty
you need
Dutch
Zeb Coulter.
Mitchell.
You need Zeb Coulter fucking coaching American mate. There you go. Fucking.
I'd pop huge for a return in Zeb Coulter. I can't
Like,
lie.
I think it'd be a bit topical nowadays, Jeff.
It'd be. But have you ever actually gone back and just to derail even more, have you ever gone back and watched some of the shit he got away with?
Oh, bro, it's fucking.
It was mid 2010s. Like it wasn't like it was like early 2000s even. Like he got away with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, this is worse than JBL's ones, and those were pretty bad.
Pretty. Having him go back and watch. I remember watching live him walk up to some fucking black person in the fucking crowd. Like, where are your papers?
Yeah. Oh my god. Like
Yeah.
he brought out signs at I think it might have even been a Rumble paper. The signs were bad.
Yeah, he had the most notable shoot story he has is also involves Hispanic people, because he was obviously a witness to the murder of Bruiser Brody in Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah, he bloody was. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Hey, dirty Dutch. What a goat.
Dutchman down.
What a goat.
Anyways, Gable, because we're still on entry number 3. Gable enters at number 3, but with that, Carmelo Hayes comes in at number 4. He does a quick little springboard to Rey Mysterio, but he didn't really do much. Escobar comes in at entrant number 5. Escobar does nothing really. We're just building up all the how do I say this, ethnic folk against Gable. We'll get into that spot in a moment. We mentioned it earlier. It's coming back. Who'd have guessed? But Otis comes in at number 6. My favorite program. Yeah, the man, the myth, the legend, the former Mr. Money in the Bank, runs down the ramp, and he gives Gable a quick slap. They go for a blow for blow. Courtney was in shock, and Luke would like us to know. And Gable hits a suplex on Otis. Braun Breaker comes in at entrance number 7. Breaker spears Carmelo and eliminates him. Courtney is in shock by Breaker. Just to let you guys know, Courtney, he makes me feel things as well. Don't worry. But Breaker eliminates Santos. Akira Tozawa comes in at number 8 and is attacked by Carmelo. I'm not going to lie to you boys. I think Luke has skipped over the spot.
All right.
Which spot are you talking about? The speed spot? Because that's
Yeah.
No. The Chad Gable spot.
Oh, that was
Everyone was on the.
that was well before. Yeah.
So
that was
everyone holds on to the ropes they're teetering over the edge, and there's one in every corner. Chad can't pick which one he gets, and they all get up and beat the shit out of him. Yeah.
That's the short.
He skipped a lot of Chad stuff. Chad had some nice stuff. Some nice catching Germans. Yeah, really good stuff. And Santos even had a few bits. Santos hit a 619 on Mysterio, hit a Mexican Destroyer on Penta. It's good stuff.
Fuck Santos, but don't skip out on my boy Shorty G. Fucking, he's the star of the Rumble.
Yeah,
He is.
So
I love that, man. But also another Barrett line that was phenomenal when Braun dropped Mysterio with the clothesline. He just goes, "Pass the school at the speed of breaker, and you'll get arrested." It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
let's
it's
talk
great.
about the most viral thing that happened all night.
Yes. So
That is next.
the replacement entrant number 8, we have the man, the myth, the moron, Speed.
Speed.
Our favorite amphetamine enters the Rumble, and Luke put down, "It should have been me." It's good to know that Luke feels confident. I can't wait to see him in the ring and change his mind.
Clearly a fan of Dolph Ziggler.
Great lines by Wade Barrett. Get that man some knee pads, some elbow pads, a crash helmet. Yeah,
My
there's
God, did he need it?
yeah, like there was a brief showing as to why it's happened, but it's even funnier from like because he was live streaming the entire thing up until he went out, and he just goes, "Oh, what the fuck's happening here?" Triple H just appears out of nowhere. "You're in the Rumble." "What? No. Don't let me go. Don't let me go."
He was like, "I'm not ready." It's like, what have you been?
Yeah, nah, get it.
I'll also just like say he was streaming the whole night before. Like he flirted with every woman that he came across, namely Zelina Vega and Liv Morgan, who blew him off for Dom Mysterio.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
he tried looking for John Cena, but of course you can't see him. He was in the same room the entire time. There's great antics. I'll post some clips of it in the edit I do of this. Yeah.
Anyways, Speed eliminates Otis with the help of Braun Breaker, and then
both like barking, so
gets hit by the car that is Braun Breaker,
Oh,
and gets thrown out of the ring by Breaker.
it's the funniest fucking thing in the world.
God,
Like-
he turns perfectly on time though. Like it's perfect timing.
Yeah.
Bro, fucking, when I see that thing from multiple angles, oh, I feel bad for the fucker. Did you see the fucking injury on his leg after the
Yeah.
match?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Like,
I would
Jeff,
be too
like,
if I
he,
got
had,
run over by Bob Baker.
he has
So-
like skin from like here pulled all the way to fucking here, like his
Yeah.
first like top layer. Like
Can
you
I,
can see fucking pink under it.
Can I just say Otis catches him and then just like fall away, slams him onto the
He
table? It is
hurls
the-
him into the announce table.
It just looks like I mentioned Family Guy death earlier with Kevin Owens, but that's exactly what this reminded me of.
Oh my God, it was so good.
Yeah, another great,
So
rare great line from Michael Cole tonight. Just like, "Oh, Speed's still in the match, and Otis has him." Okay, now he's been eliminated.
Yeah. Seeing Speed sort of in the Rumble makes me wonder, like, for the love of God, how the fuck did Johnny Knoxville last as long as he did?
Because he's
Fucking-
used to this shit. He was used to that
He's-
shit. He was just firing
He's used to
himself into
torturing his
walls.
body, yes,
Yeah.
but still. But,
CTE, brother.
Indeed. But anyways, we have our next entrant at number 9, Ireland's own Stamos, man James. Luke was very evidently drunk by this point in time in the Rumble because Luke spells Braun Breaker as BODH or ANS.
Is that not?
No,
I'm
it's
trying
the
to
it's
say
the beat of the
Barons.
Barons. It's the fucking
Yeah.
chest things he's doing.
No,
Barons to Braun. I think he does it to who else first?
he hits 20 of them anyway.
Yeah, because he gets 10 to Breaker, but I don't think he was first.
No, it's like
Uh,
Penta or something. probably.
Was it Penta?
I don't know,
Last
mate.
match?
I mean,
Baron's
Still?
Gable.
Oh yeah, he did it to Gable, then to fucking Braun.
Yeah.
They're like all involved in the Intercontinental title scene.
But then gives a bro kick to little Braun Breaker. But following that, we have our number 10 entrant, Big Jim, Slim Jim,
Our boy.
the man, the myth, the Jim, Jimmy Uso.
The gun.
Jimmy Uso comes in, and he must think it's WrestleMania season as he fucking super kicks everyone. Fucking
Mate.
everyone.
An Uso in the wind, even. My God. My God.
It is what it is. Well, what can you expect? Fucking, this is why Jey Uso is going on to main event Mania, and Jimmy Uso is still learning you can't just super kick. But I love my Big Jim Slim Jim.
That.
Fucking, yeah, exactly. Michael's fucking super kick was effective because he didn't do it fucking 5 times in the match. But anyways, super kicks to everyone. The latest person inducted into the WWE Divorce Hall of Fame, Mr. Andrade, as Kerwin likes to say, he's wasted his life in the Big Fed.
He's wasted his life everywhere.
He's wasted his life. I agree. He's wasted his life. He's a waste of life. Stop breathing my air, Andrade. You're not even shagging a hot blonde anymore. Fucking who cares about
The
you?
most notable thing that he's done since he returned to the Fed is just
Charlotte
knowing
Flair.
how little of note he's actually done in the year that he's been back.
Karen did not even hear that.
I heard
so
it.
glad
I
Ron
just
did.
no-sold it.
You're a bastard, Karen. That was funny.
It was funny, but I wanted to continue what I was saying because you.
Shut up, then.
Oh, all right, LA Knight. Getting your shit in, brother.
We'll
I'm
get
gonna
into
do
that in
whatever
a
I wanna
minute.
do
We'll
anyways.
get into that in a minute. Yeah.
Andrade did a jumping hurricane to Penta, and he drop kicked Sheamus, and he did a Meteora to Gable, as well as Sheamus.
Yeah.
According to
Yeah, I will just say, since I popped Jeff with it
Oh,
on
say
our
it.
Raw recording, just yeah, so obviously I popped you by saying, reminding you that Andrade tried to buy Darby Allin. First he tried to buy Penta and Phoenix.
I forgot him buying Darby Allin as a person where Mr. Stink, how much for the key?
Okay, how you know?
Oh, so good.
Things heat up significantly with the next entrant, Sean.
Well, look, I'm not being political, but I don't think Mexicans should be buying people either. And usually that doesn't go well. Liam Neeson knows. But we go on to our next entrant. As Jeff is getting ready, I'm going to take this moment to pause and tell you that you should have a lovely day, folks. We love all of you. Wrestling should be fun. Don't take it too seriously. It's not a tribalist sport. It's something that brings people together, that you can do with your friends, watch pay-per-views, have drinks, and not remember too much. Read your friends' notes, wonder where the fuck they were in their life when they were making these notes, and tell Luke to learn how to spell. With that, our number 12th entrant to the Royal Rumble is Mr. Jacob Fatu. And
Jeff, should we just let Jeff do his bit?
yeah, go on, Jeff.
3, 2, 1.
I love you, Solo.
Yeah.
That was Jeff's reaction to Jacob Fatu in the Royal Rumble. Courtney's reaction was, "Oh fuck, it's him."
As is everyone else. in the Rumble.
Accurate. Oh, things just got dangerous real quick.
Well, that's okay, Courtney. He makes me throw things too. But Jacob Fatu does a pop-up Samoan drop to Andrade. Good, get him out of the ring as quickly as possible. Fucking trying to buy people. He does a stare down with Penta and slaps Penta, catches Ray and drops both luchadors. He eliminates Gable, of course, fucking, why not? And Rey Mysterio as well as Andrade. With that, Ludwig Kaiser comes out at entrance number 13, and Penta eliminates.
Santino smiled.
Shit happens. I'm happy for him. He's probably going to be brought up in like those statistics in years to come. He's immortalized as one of the quickest eliminations.
Look, Ludwig has taken Andrade's place as the guy shagging the top blonde champion, so...
Yeah, but like Ludwig is at least somewhat over.
Ludwig is actually like phenomenal too. Ludwig's a goat.
He can actually wrestle. Like
he's gonna,
my God,
gonna win the Intercontinental Championship.
Ludwig's fucking team comes on. I know it's one of two people. I don't know fucking whose music it is when Andrade's music
but
starts.
you like both of them, and you're excited to see both of them.
Oh no,
I am.
Oh, you mean Gunther and fucking Kaiser? Oh yeah, I am.
Oh my god, yeah. Also, just before we get on to Kaiser, there was a really nice tease of Braun versus Jacob before it was broken up, but that was delightful, and that's gonna be a phenomenal old bulls crashing into each other, big meaty men slapping meat. Oh my god, I can't wait. It's gonna be great.
Oh, they should. You know what? They 100% just start like Fed matches with like people in like the top right corner or top left corner, person bottom right corner. Have like a little red curtain, fucking raise it, and have them just smack into each other.
Oh my god, it'd be like WWE Bulls. Oh my god, it'd be good. They have the Bull Riders, they always shout them out.
There was a bullfighting spot involving Team Spain and the local rumble as well. Just to be sure.
Yeah.
That was great.
Imagine-
No, shut up.
Imagine someone trying to break in Jacob Fatu. Oh my god. Oh my god. That ain't gonna happen. That's just not gonna happen.
Samoan drop.
There'll be so many deaths.
Does that mean like he's a bottom? I can break.
Well, I don't think he's ever been a bottom in his life. That man has like 200 kids.
Well, you can have 200 kids inside him if fucking he wants to bottom. Hit me up, Jacob.
Okay. And how about that? Let's continue.
Anyway,
Thanks, Kaiser.
so number 14th entrant to the Rumble is the one, the only, The Miz. And there's no notes for The Miz.
Hey, he does a dive and Rana. It was phenomenal.
It was at like 0.25 speed, but yeah.
Hey, it's like when Cena did the springboard stunner. Yeah, it was ugly, but fair play for trying.
Yeah, I know exactly why there's no notes. Not because there's anything, because between that we have Kaiser finally in the ring and immediately just getting fucking shit canned.
Good.
And then let's just go straight to the most notable surprise of the night at number 15.
Yes. Entrant number 15, Jobber Joe Hendry. You think you're funny?
That's his little bit where he does.
No, I'm fucking familiar with his
the
bit.
Rumble, but that's his
These are
little bit.
nerds. Absolutely nerds.
I just, like, when I got back into
No,
wrestling...
I didn't ask for a conversation about you being a nerd.
He's my guy.
Call me nerds. Just take the insult.
Nerd.
We were only halfway through this. Fuck, I don't know what you guys fucking decided, but fucking we're taking way too long in this fucking recording altogether. Fucking 1-1. Fuck. Well, I'll tell you that we couldn't be half as long as you didn't fucking interrupt me, dick. I'll give you a small headbutt when I see you next. Clock you in the cranium. Pinch you on the cheeks afterwards. But yes, we have Jobber Joe Hendry enter the Rumble at number 15. He drops The Miz. He gets absolutely flattened by Fatu. Sheamus has a fun little spot with Joe when he's sort of taking it all in, enjoying the fun that's happening around him. Fucking, it was a lovely old spot.
And then Jacob threw him out. He goes, "Why are you doing that? I was enjoying that. Why are you so mean all the time? Why are you so angry? Huh? You want to go?"
No crack, you are!
Yeah, it was so good. He was just giving out to him for being a meanie. It's so good. Oh, I love Sheamus. My goat.
But yeah, no, it was a fun little segment too. It was unfortunate, but fuck it, it was funny. It was great. But Tribal Chief wanted a Scaz 5. Right. There you go. Fucking, you will be nerds voluntarily. Fucking, whenever it comes to fucking, TNA fucking shit talent coming up with fucking the Tribal Chief. Fucking, we have to talk to you.
I always do this.
I
I always do this.
Fuck you long enough.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's one for you. There's one for you.
The only props I will give fucking Pat McAfee is that when Roman came out, he got off-screen, got Wade to do the finger. He's like, thank you for acknowledging your tribal chief.
But yeah, Roman Reigns comes in, entrant number 16. Roman Reigns eliminates The Miz, spears Hendry and eliminates him. Breaker gets a lovely old fucking spear on Roman. That fucker looked painful.
He cut him in half.
It does make me realise quite quickly that Breaker has the best spear in fucking the Fed at the moment. Like,
He's the best spear ever, I think.
By like a country mile. Fucking, I can't wait for him to throw his shoulder out by giving a fucking spear to someone. It's going to happen. It is going to happen. But yeah, Roman then proceeds to eliminate Bron Breakker. Fatu eliminates Big Jim, Slim Jim. It was bound to happen. But Fatu and Roman go blow for blow. Fucking, it was a lovely old moment. Fucking, it has my mouth salivating. It's a shame that Roman's going to fucking retire before we can get anything close to this match. But it is interesting. We'll get to that in a moment. But fucking, anyway. Fatu and Roman go blow for blow. Fatu throws headbutts. However, Fatu should know Roman's also Samoan. Fucking, it's just the regular headbutt. Then fucking now, I'll tell you now, regular headbutt's not nice to receive. But fucking, he's not doing anything special. Roman has that solid cranium as well. But Fatu gets speared by Reigns. And following that, we have our 17th entrant to the Rumble, Mr. Drew McIntyre. And, well, let's just say fucking that goes well, according to the IWC. But Drew goes blow for blow with Roman, as well as that. Him and Fatu beat down Roman. Why not? Get the numbers game. My enemy's enemy is my friend, I guess. But after that, Finn Balor makes his 2 week long return.
I would just like to say, I mentioned earlier that Def Rebel, nobody knows who these people are because of Def Rebel's music. This was the biggest casualty by far. Because nobody knew it was Balor. He got zero puff.
They got rid of the greatest team in pro wrestling at the minute.
Like, at least do what you do for some teams and keep like the sound before, so we know it's him. Just keep that.
They did have that though as well. It was weird. I don't know. Why don't they just bring back the other side and give it to Finn? Because it's the greatest theme of all time, you bastard.
Because they don't want to give Alter Bridge money. That's why. They're cheap bastards. Yeah.
They're not cheap. They just signed $1 million deal with Netflix. Billions maybe.
Yeah, but Netflix is giving them that money.
That's what I'm saying. So use that money.
Yeah.
They want to keep it all for themselves. Yeah.
Fucking bastards. But Penta and Roman work together for a short bit after Finn makes his entrance. Shinsuke Nakamura then also makes his way to the ring at entrance number 19 to No Pop. And we're familiar with his team at this point now. But it is what it is. I wonder why that is. Drew encourages others to attack Roman, and Penta hits a Mexican destroyer to Fatu, which was fucking bonkers. I don't know how that man can move that way, but he does so fucking well. But Balor eliminates Penta following that. Then we have the man of the night, Mr. Main Event, Jey Uso, coming in at entrance number 20, the first man to win the match from the 20th position in the Rumble, as these boys have discovered from Tuesday Trivia. I hope you've learned something today, boys.
I've learned that I'm the GOAT.
You are. You can call yourself the GOAT until fucking.
I'll say the last one.
You bet Kerwin in a wrestling trivia quiz today. How does it feel? Look at him. He looks so fucking aggravated.
Thank you.
I'm angry with myself.
Yeah, you should be a piece of shit. You came second. That's the first loser, baby.
But Jey comes in at entry number 20. He spears Drew. He eliminates Shinsuke, and with arguably the best decision of the night musically, which is something I'm going to encourage to do with all your fucking talent, Mr. AJ Styles comes in at entrance number 21 with the return of his old theme.
Thank God.
Fucking do this with every fucking established star that you have. Balor had a recognizable theme. Bring it back.
don't
there's
want
so
none.
many.
Yeah.
There's so many stars to which you could fix this fucking problem with if you just did that. But they're stubborn and they're dying on a fucking hill. But bring back Balor's old theme. I'm so thankful they brought back fucking AJ Styles' fucking theme.
Sammy's as well. Yeah.
Yeah, they did, that
Sammy's
was a couple
good.
years ago now. But fucking
They did.
Sheamus.
They brought that back and then they ruined it, the bastards.
Yeah. But anyways, AJ returns, takes down Drew, and does a sliding little kick. He grapples with Jay. He hits Roman in the corner. He does a bicycle kick to Fatu. And following that, we're now on to entrance number 22. To Kerwin's demise. He seems to be dying at his desk. It is the one, the only, the monster of monsters, Braun. That is some face. And Strowman.
Is that his moniker now, is it?
No.
Braun, that is some face. Strowman.
Just
Yeah,
Kerwin there
I'm
with the
shocked.
white light against him going,
I'm doing the how you yell that little version of his name in the
Braun Strowman returns. He trades blows with Fatu because obviously that's the match they're fucking teasing again. I don't know why.
It'll
But,
go as well as it did last time.
Nah, to be fair, give us a last monster standing. That'd be phenomenal. It would be great. Don't lie, it'd be great. Strowman brings back the grappling hook. He flips some trucks over. Come on, it's great.
Moonsault through the reinforced table. Oh, Sean's gone. I gotta leave in 20 minutes. Where is he? So close to being done. Come on.
Yeah, I need to do stuff, so.
I'm just gonna pause the video.
Apologies, work called. Some of
What
us
did work want?
Some of us have jobs and some of us are important. at
Okay,
jobs
we're
that
at
really
number
don't
24. We need to fucking go.
like. Oh, we're not at number
23.
Hello, Karen.
Yeah.
Did this camera cut out for you too?
No, yours cut out for both of us.
Yours cut out, yeah.
Okay, well we're not on number 24, you stupid cunt. We're on number 23. But yeah, so Strowman trades blows with Fatu, and does a crossbody with Fatu, eliminates Fatu because we have to go through all that sequence, Kerwin, and Fatu absolutely loses it. And following that, we have entrance number 23, which is do 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 do.
Wait,
Making-
I'll not again.
Making his final ever Royal Rumble appearance.
Thank God. If there's anything I learned from this match, it's how rusty John Cena is. But yeah, John Cena makes his entrance at number 23. He gives a good lift to Strowman. He eliminates Strowman. He eliminates Balor. Roman spears Drew. And now we're on to entrance 24, Kerwin, which is the best in the world, CM Punk. But it is quite uneventful between Punk coming into the Rumble. He kind of just does a few stares at people. Rollins follows almost immediately after. At number 25, fucking makes his way to the fucking ring and goes straight for Punk.
And then
and
notices Roman's there as well. It's like, which do I want to kill more?
Yeah, I do want to say that this Rumble has set up a sort of dynamic of, how do I describe it better? Like, it opened my mind a lot to possible matches that can happen at Mania, especially around like this
I
point in
think
it.
it's going to be a triple threat now, because I think that's what they're setting up now. Yeah.
What, between like
Rollins,
Roman,
Reigns, and
Seth,
Punk.
and
Yeah, between Roman, Rollins, and Punk.
I don't want that.
I wouldn't mind it.
I wouldn't mind it, but the money match is Reigns and Punk.
I was thinking Reigns and Rollins, honestly. Fucking, if you have to have Rollins in a match that doesn't have a championship in it, fucking Reigns is the guy to put him against.
If it's not Reigns, I don't see Rollins on it.
No, you
I don't
could
see where he
do
fits in.
like a similar story to Revolution last year, where like Roman or Rollins could win, but they hate each other so much they sabotage each other.
Yeah, but like, okay, but this time you don't have a
Yeah.
championship on the line. You are looking to see who is the better fucking person in this match.
Yeah, but like, I don't see Punk going for a triple threat main event.
Punk's going for
I
the
don't see
WrestleMania.
Punk biting on that. Punk wants a one-on-one main event, and he wants it on Sunday.
That's
That's what Punk wants.
all right. So there's a lot of staring. Then we get to number 26.
Are you doing the play now?
No,
Fucking,
we're not
are you
doing
hosting this?
play. Yeah, well,
Fucking then shut the fuck up.
I'll leave in 10 minutes. Let's go.
Oh, I'll get my dick out and fucking wank. You don't tell me what to do. So, at number 26, we have Dominic Mysterio. Dominic comes in, he does a little splash on Cena. He tries to lift Roman, fails, and gets the shit kicked out of him. And because of Curran, we're tight for time, and he's tight for space. So, entrant number 27 is, in fact, the one, the only, Mr. Sammy, Haluva kicking everywhere, fucking Zayn. With that, Luke has no notes for Sammy Zayn. Absolutely fucking none. So we'll skip to entrant number 28, which is Damian Priest. After having a fun little promo feud with Fatu on SmackDown, we now see him in the Rumble. He comes in, gives a cross-body to Drew McIntyre. He super kicks Sammy, because you have to get your super kicks in, even if fucking one of the Usos is gone. He gives a lovely little kick to Styles to flatten him. Dom drop kicks him. Priest slams Dominic and then eliminates Mr. Mysterio. Following such, we have the man of the night, the one that everyone's been talking about, the greatest in the world, Mr. L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely. And LA comes in and he just starts flapping around all over the ring unprofessionally,
He's
fucking
trying-
moving spots
he's-
and going into business for himself.
He gets in the way of every spot. He ruins every
trying.
bit of the match. Not even one thing he gets right. What a green jabroni he
Yeah.
is.
But he
Fuck.
delivers a lovely little neck breaker to Styles. He trades blow with Jey Uso. Sammy helps Roman within the match, but Jey eliminates Sammy on accident. What do you know? It is what it is. I suppose Sammy should forgive him. He's big on accidents lately. I understand accidents happen.
Yeah.
I find out the gender of my accident tomorrow, don't worry. I'll forgive him. But is that too much for your voice?
No.
I just feel bad for the son or daughter when they watch these clips in like 10 years. And I have a lot of questions, really.
You weren't supposed to happen. But anyways, so at number 30, it was so disheartening watching it live because fucking he had already announced himself for the Rumble and fucking like I think once it got to like the last like 5, me and my mates were going like, okay, we could possibly have this person, this person, this person, this person, and like 3 of the 5 made sense. 2 were being wishful for, and like 2 of the 5 made sense. 2 were being wished for, and we were like, okay, we knew Logan was coming, right? And by the time it got to 29 and LA Knight came out, and we were like, oh, that means.
Yeah, I think this, like, for as good as the matches were, at least that's what up until like Night came out, this might be the worst pair of number 30s we've ever gotten.
It is what it is. But we got Logan Paul.
For the Maverick, huh?
Yup.
Look, I don't mind Logan. I really don't. But I was really hoping for something. Like, we have another year of Triple H going, hey, fuck a surprise return. Like, it doesn't happen anymore with him. Trips is big on, hey, we've got everyone we want. I'm not switching the storyline for shit. Fucking, I've got up until Mania 44 booked, and guess what? Liv Morgan and fucking Rhea Ripley will still be fucking feuding until then. But anyways, Kerwin, we'll move on before Kerwin starts telling me to fucking. We've got like 8 minutes left or something. Logan comes in, he does a double clothesline, he gives a suplex to Jey Uso. Priest eliminates Drew McIntyre, whilst LA Knight eliminates Priest. This is a controversial moment, apparently, according to the IWC, which they're probably just being worked again because fucking they can set up a feud to fucking Mania then if the IWC report first. Fucking, you know, that's just how wrestling works nowadays.
To be fair, I think the plan is Priest versus McIntyre at Mania.
Which was announced in the Daily Mail. Yeah.
And McIntyre is not happy about it.
Announced in the Daily Mail specifically as a nothing match.
I mean, they're not wrong. I mean, but apparently, yeah, Drew went back swearing, cursing that some people were trying to take too much time to
be fair,
get their shit in.
Apparently, he wasn't the only one complaining about LA Knights. No.
There's a lot of people complaining for Eli Drake.
Yeah.
But anyway, after that, Knight knees Seth into the corner, and Styles eliminates. According to Luke, AJ Styles eliminates AJ Styles. Good on you, AJ, with the self-elimination there. Haven't seen one of those since fucking Fatu and Shawn Michaels.
I think he might have meant Styles taking out LA Knight.
Possibly. But it just says Styles eliminates Styles. And as well as that, following that, it says Logan jumps from a barricade to go to the ring, to which it also says Logan eliminates Styles. So Styles got eliminated twice from the Rumble. Fucking, it's been a while since I've seen that. Mick Foley, to be specific. Nia Jax actually. Fucking Tuesday trivia. Forgot. But Punk hits a GTS on Logan Paul. Reigns Superman punches Cena. Rollins stomps Cena as well as Punk, whilst Rollins gets Roman in the jaw with a punch. Punk eliminates Reigns and Rollins, followed immediately by the words that would haunt him. I've never lost a match. Logan Paul. Paul eliminates CM Punk. Following that on the outside,
the most brutal stomp of all time.
Jesus Christ! Like the back of his head, like it was an
legit hatred. Yeah.
A shoot curb stomp, like a legitimate goddamn like. Oh.
Like Rollins was trying to commit murder on a WWE pay-per-view, and well, look, I can respect that people hate each other. You're talking about jumping on the back of someone's fucking
with both feet.
Yeah, I mean, like there's no fucking. Oh, I have the other foot to sort of break the landing. You are using that man's head as the landing. You know.
Oh, it was brutal. And then he hit him with another one on the steps.
Yeah.
That wasn't enough for him.
There was no smoke and mirrors in this fucking stomp. It was very much just, I'm fucking standing on the back of your head and you are fucking taking it.
In a pay-per-view that had Cody versus Kevin in that might have been the most brutal thing I've seen all night. Holy shit.
It was something. But yeah, following that, Punk and Rollins have a little brawl on the outside. Who would have guessed? Not myself. But then we get back to the. Give me my notes back. Jay and Logan trade blows in the ring, but you know, Paul eventually gets eliminated. We come down to our final two between Cena and Mr. Jey Uso, to which they have a fun little bout, to which they keep the crowd on their feet until the very end. I do love the spot to which Cena was holding Jey towards the end of the match over the apron, fucking ready to deliver the Attitude Adjustment. Fucking with all my mates, fucking, we were convinced that's the moment. Okay, fucking, this match is over. But no, Uso counters the AA, and he wins the fucking match to everyone's surprise.
I don't think anyone saw this coming.
Yeah,
If you said that, you're a liar.
and it's a Marmite fucking celebration, because I'm genuinely really fucking happy for Jey Uso, because he deserves. Fuck off, Curran. I didn't ask for you to speak yet, okay? Let me get my opinion out first before you can fucking get your opinion in, okay?
I have to go in. My bus is in 7 minutes. Hurry the fuck up.
Yeah, I've gotten through the fucking latter half of the Rumble quite fucking quickly, okay? I can get my opinion in without fucking you going, no, I don't need you to get your opinion in. Fucking this wouldn't take so much time if you didn't fucking interrupt, okay? I think Jey Uso has worked so hard for the past 4 fucking years, since the beginning of the Bloodline story, fucking during the pandemic, from the Hell in a Cell I Quit match, fucking now. He deserves a Mania fucking main event match for the World Championship. I believed for the longest time he deserves to win a World Championship. But fucking, you know, they've been teasing it, they've been ruining it, fucking, they've done so many things to fucking sway us away from it. Do it now. I swear to fucking God, I'm sick of all the sways. Fucking, this is one of those make or break moments for you, Pop H. If I don't see fucking Jey Uso with one of those world title straps around him fucking by this coming Backlash, I'm not watching the rest of the product for the fucking year. Hear me now, hear me roar. Boys, what do we think of the Rumble? Jeff?
Really, really good. I mean, obviously we missed out on surprise entrants, like your Joe Hendry and your AJ turn, but it showed the incredible depth that they have roster-wise, star-wise at the minute. I mean, it was very unpredictable given the actual winner, but even in terms of people we thought were going to win it, you know, there was a good 3 or 4 people who could very well have won it outside of Jey Uso. And Jey Uso winning, he 100% deserves it. Everything you said, he deserves it. He's one of the most over guys to have on the roster. He's selling merch hand over fist. Everybody loves him. I get people are cranky or annoying. It's a rematch from Saturday night's main event. Oh, whatever. I can see him taking that belt at Mania. And I hope he does. Even if it's just a couple of month reign, whatever, he deserves to have the belt for the incredible work he's put in. And I'm not going to hate on him, because there's enough people doing that. He deserves all the praise in the world. Fair play to him. Good job, Jey Uso, brother.
Now, for someone to hate on him, Carwin.
Cool moment for him individually. In a vacuum, bit underwhelming. That's it. Gotta go. Let's wrap this up.
Oh, that's fine. I don't want to see current opinions. So that was our review of the Royal Rumble 2025. It was much longer than we thought it would take to fucking record this. But hey, we don't know how to review a Rumble. Fucking, this is our first time doing it. We'll probably forget by next year. But in the meantime, follow us on all our socials. We've got lots of things coming up. Once we, pay for our products and shit, that we can edit on them, Jeff has a series coming up. I can't remember what it is. Curran has a series coming up about the King of the Indies, as well as a retrospective on the career of Jack Perry, if he's still doing that. I'd encourage against it, because I don't give a fuck for that man. Jeff has a little documentary or some career reflective of fucking the Fiend Bray Wyatt. Myself, I've accidentally discovered gold today, so tune in for Trivia Tuesday when it comes around the corner, and that'll be a monthly series, and you'll get to see me quiz my dumb friends here about things that they should know but they don't. As well as that, follow us on our socials. We're the Wrestless Podcast on X, on Instagram, on TikTok, and Luke's been getting carried away with that, so you get to see more of his lovely face if you want to see him there. Please remember that wrestling is supposed to be fun. You don't take it too seriously. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
It's larger.